everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disqualified. We are here to talk about Evolution. Show just wrapped. Oh my god, fellas. What are we thinking?
Cook. Gordon Ramsay, chef, cook level. You know, the prisoner who got offered a job? That's how we felt like tonight.
Is this show of the year?
It's a contender.
I'd say contender, yeah. We got much more of the year to go. At least for the season for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But this is... I was thinking of it. It's like... it kind of reminded me of... This whole card reminded me of the match of Punk versus McIntyre. I think there's been a couple of matches tonight that would be like... This match made that night.
Mm-hmm.
It was that good. Like, there's multiple contenders for greatest matches.
Yeah. I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find a bad match on this card.
Yeah, no, which was super surprising.
Yeah, everyone went out there. They proved why they were out there.
And with the wording of Stephanie McMahon for one spot, it sounds like this is going to possibly be an annual thing.
But
Yeah?
But let's get into things. But first, before we get into the Evolution card that we predicted, we have to wrap things up for our NXT predictions. So this is the second match on the card in order, but this is our first match that we're doing. It is Jacy Jayne versus Jordynne Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. Zach and I chose Jordynne Grace, and Trevin
Was the sole pick for Jacy Jayne.
and Jacy Jayne won.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
With Blake Monroe.
Mhm.
Turning heel.
I was not expecting that. Not at all. I mean, from talks
You
on
predicted the
side,
heel turn?
Yeah.
Not how you thought it was going to happen.
Not how I thought it was going to happen.
Very
Yeah.
surprising nonetheless. Like, my jaw dropped. Like, this is one of the 4 moments where my jaw dropped tonight. That's how good tonight's show was.
Yeah. Of course, Gordon was not a part of this, so Trevin got the point, which solidifies his NXT champion predictions championship
Cleanly.
retention. Zach, Trevin, what are we rating this?
I'll give that match a 4.
4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'll give it a 4 too.
All right, but now we get into our Evolution card, and I am Caleb, your main roster prediction champion, who's putting this on the line. This is Gordon, and that is your NXT predictions champion, Trevin. And we are going to go over what happened at Evolution.
Evolution.
Let's get into it with our first match of the night. It is a banger of an opener. It is your Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch, your Women's Intercontinental Champion, taking on Bayley, who is also taking on Lyra Valkyria.
It's hard to think about this because this is probably, in my opinion, the most tenacious match other than the Battle Royale. These 3 women showed a level of tenaciousness that most people can't put out on the ring on a daily basis. Like, this was actually like kick out after kick out, interruption of the pinfall after interruption of the pinfall. This was spectacular.
No, this was, as Caleb likes to point out, this was a technical masterpiece.
For real, it literally was, yes.
And I will quote good old JR, this was a good old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Schlabber knocker,
Oh,
by
bro.
golly.
Man, this match was just this is how you open a show. This is how you open a show.
It is, and it's hard to follow.
Yes, it is super hard to follow, and the fact that JC and Jordan had to follow, but they
They were the NXT reps for the show,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. People also popped for that match too.
They did. No, surprisingly, like the crowd was very vibrant for this match. Not this match, but the Jordynne Grace, Jacy Jayne, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. But, of course, we mentioned how it was kick out after kick out, finisher spam after finisher spam. But who comes out on top after hitting a rose plant and roll up from Becky?
1, 2, 3. Becky with the win.
This is the first roll up that I actually seen succeeded since we started doing this, because I've been missing many of the shows.
Yeah.
This
This
is the
roll-
one show where it actually succeeded for me.
It was also a clean roll up.
one of the cleanest. The transition to that hit, bam, into the roll up was actually crazy.
Yeah, no.
Becky was super
Yes.
good for doing that.
But
She floated over, grabbed Bailey by one arm and did a arm drag
yeah.
into a roll up, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was sad to lose.
But this is our showing that we are that none of us are clairvoyant, as no one on this pod picked Becky.
Except for me.
yeah,
Except
the
you
one
counted
guy who
this
didn't
match.
predict for this
Yeah.
episode, yes.
Yeah, so
Zach could have won.
none of us get a point. But
Yeah,
what
no.
are we rating this match, fellas?
5?
5.
There were definitely better matches on the card. If this was any other pay-per-view, this is definitely the 5-star match for an opener, but unfortunately, there has been better matches tonight because it only gets better from here. So I will give it a 4-star.
I see you have not tuned into our Great American Bash where we gave 2 matches 5 stars.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watch it all.
If that's
I'm the dude who puts out the shorts.
if
you might
that's not
recognize.
spoiler for something later on in the night, then
Anyways, Great American Bash in the description down below.
yes. But we already talked about JC and Jordan, so
Yep.
we'll move along to our third match of the evening. It is our women's fatal 4-way tag team championship match with the Raw representatives being the Kabuki Warriors, represented by Asuka and Kairi Sane.
The return of the team.
NXT's representative is Solruka and Zaruka. Solruka being your NXT Women's North American Champion,
And your woman speed champion.
and your SmackDown representatives being Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
My favorite tag team, I hope
And
they do good.
walking in as champions, it is the Judgment Day, represented by Raquel Rodriguez and newly minted tag team champion Roxanne Perez.
Probably the best getup in my opinion. The purple really works for them.
Yeah,
it was
it do.
such a vibrant purple.
Everyone's gears were on point today.
For
I
real.
think Alexa and Solruka had the best gear in that match.
Alexa always has the best gear because she's just really cute in general. However, in my opinion, the best gear, probably Charlotte. She was probably the brightest out of everyone because of the glitter effect, but she could be great.
Yeah, no.
It looks really good.
But the rule set for this fatal 4-way is 2 legal participants at a time out of the 8 participants.
First time I watched a match like this.
Yeah, so if you're confused if it's a fatal 4-way, there's 8 people, only 2 people can be active, you can tag anybody in at once. So you can be in there with your tag partner
Yeah. Famous
the
New Day
tags-
spot with that.
if the tag just so end up like that.
I think this might be my favorite way of doing tags now.
I,
That's the first time I seen it. I actually fallen in love with it. It was
This was-
super chaotic.
This was the perfect way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was super chaotic. It was a fun watch.
I both love and hate this rule set. It's would I like all teams to have a participant? Yes. Do I get that this rule set causes what this match was, a car crash you couldn't look away from? Yes. It's a deviation from the normal 2v2 tag, which I like, because as we've mentioned before on this podcast, 2v2s normally can get a little boring.
Yeah, I think they should also go back to sometimes doing a tornado tag.
Tornado needs to come back. Triple, I'm looking at you. Sean, you too.
I also like when they did this rule set of only 2 legal at a time back at Stand and Deliver, the pre-show match, but it was also an elimination stipulation
Yeah.
to it as well. Which is I also like when multi-men matches have the elimination factor as well, because it actually showcases some smarts.
Elimination gives a thrill that is always needed.
Okay, now how do you do the elimination? Do you do it where if one teammate's eliminated, the whole team is eliminated, or just that participant of the team?
I mean, if it was
Because
a
that
tornado,
can drastically change.
Yeah,
I think if it's tornado,
And
it's
it's the whole
okay.
team.
One person
Or
is
one
eliminated.
person.
But
Yeah.
if it's like you got to
You-
tag one person, two people in the ring at one time,
Mhm.
the whole team can go
Okay.
yeah,
because it's more strategical rather than more brawly.
Mhm.
yeah. Like the way they did it at Stand and Deliver, I actually loved.
Yeah, but man, this was probably one of the best rule set examples of like the rule set. Like it was just perfect.
Yeah, no,
It was like the perfect tag match for
not
this
to
card.
be spoiling, but I think this is one of my possibly 3 5-star matches.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, cause I mentioned it earlier. It was a car crash you could not look away from.
For like when we were at Denny's and motherfuckers crashed and they all tried to hide in a semi, but to no avail. Bro
One
got
di-
tackled by
Dinner and a show, as the owner
Dinner
said.
in the show, yeah. The waitresses come. Oh, so we get dinner and a show.
Yeah.
Best night at
Best
Denny's.
night.
Denny's is goated for that.
Man. And in the end, they said, what? When I said this, you know who wins? You know who wins this match? The Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I was not
After-
expecting that.
After showcasing from a lot of people, we saw, the spear. We basically saw everyone at least attempt their finishers. We saw Soul get snatched. We saw Zarya spear Soul Ruka. A little tease at what happens a lot on NXT when they're in a tag match.
But we didn't see a Pop Rocks.
She's been hitting that a lot less as of late.
I've noticed it from watching the videos and doing like shorts. You guys always bring up Roxanne not being able to do the Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
I think it's been for the last 2 months now.
Yeah, it's been since her call up. She hasn't hit it as frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Roxanne.
Yeah.
Tell them you gotta do it. Give us the one Pop Rocks.
Yeah, no. Even Bliss. I don't think Bliss hit a Sister Abigail DDT.
She was going for it, but she got
Yeah.
interrupted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so mad because I was coming. I'm like, I'm so glad it's still called Sister Abigail DDT or whatever.
Yeah.
And she got interrupted. I was like, I really wanted to see that.
Yeah, but no, seriously, like the last 2 minutes of this match were people just pulling everything out of their bag, and I'm like, how do you still have the stamina to pull this ish off?
Well, that's because it is the only 2 active people in the ring at the time.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Which is why I think this match type was actually phenomenal.
Yeah, no.
5-star, nonetheless.
And if you pay attention to our predictions, you would notice that this gives me 1 point.
1-0 from everyone from the first round.
Yep.
1 to Caleb.
For this one, which
Yes.
means he's got a decent lead because of how we all picked.
And I'm not unhappy because I do love Roxanne with gold. Because Roxanne is one of my favorite women wrestlers at the moment.
Yeah, no.
And I've been a fan ever since we started this podcast and I seen her in NXT.
Yes, push to the moon.
Push to the moon.
But, I mean, Gordon already said it was a 5-star for him. I agree completely, 5-star.
Yeah, 5-star.
Yes. But now on to your 4th match, your dead center match. It is your WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton versus the legend, the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus.
Not much I can really say about this match other than the 2 actually really put on a good show.
They worked well together.
You can't really expect Tiff Stratus to actually win this and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just doesn't seem right. Because they're putting so much chips into Tiffy. It only makes sense for Tiffy to come out against her mentor, right?
Yeah, one of her mentors. This this is very predictable because it seemed like something was happening.
Mm-hmm.
But due to something that happens later on, it seems like that's not happening anymore.
No, yeah.
So I am genuinely confused on where Tiffany goes from here.
Yeah.
Only gonna keep going up.
Yeah, but I mean, this was a super predictable match. We all picked Tiffy.
Yep.
Definitely watch it.
Definitely
if you get
watch
a
it.
chance,
No.
because it was a super phenomenal match for the Stratus coming back from such a long time ago. Like
Yes.
it was really good. Like I got so many memories of playing her when I was SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Probably the girl I picked the most playing it.
And yeah, they mentioned it before how Tiffany is tied for youngest women's world champion with Trish. So it's like,
It's like a mirror match, honestly. Just one's older than the other.
yeah.
Both look phenomenal in the ring.
But yeah, Tiffy wins, so I pick up another point. Trevin picks up a point, and Gordon picks up a point, which puts me at 2, and them both at 1.
Yay. And now, your fifth match of the card. It is a special guest referee, no holds barred match. Your special guest ref being none other than the EST Bianca Belair.
Which we found out during Saturday main event.
Yep. And then the competitors, one being your Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill.
Cargill.
The other being Miss Money in the Bank, Naomi.
Money in the bank.
Oh my god.
It was a good show for sure.
Ow.
Jeez, this
These-
match
yeah.
hurt. This match hurt.
They went the mile, I'd say.
Yeah.
In the great words of what I say when we play the WWE video games, my body.
Rey Mysterio, my knee,
My knee.
body.
My knee. No.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, man. Candlesticks were used. Tables were used.
Chairs were used. A
Chairs
camera
were-
was used.
You could tell
A
these.
TV was
You could
used.
tell these women hated each other.
Yeah.
They literally used everything that they could get their hands on.
Mm.
No table went unslammed through.
So Jade gets put through the first table.
Yes.
And the way this match ends,
Is with the second table.
top rope avalanche Jaded.
Through a table.
1, 2, 3. Jade picked up the win. Keeps the
Ow!
momentum heading forward.
I had
Keep
Naomi
SummerSlam.
because I had so much faith in her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so disappointed to see Cargill win. However, I'm a more fan of Cargill than Naomi. I just thought Naomi was going to win in this point. But Cargill, good shit to you, girl.
Yeah.
You got
She,
it.
she needs the momentum for her match at SummerSlam. And Naomi, she's got that briefcase. She can do whatever she
Yeah, she
wants.
still
Whatever.
has that briefcase, man.
Yeah.
So how's it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And now on to our co-main event, the second to last match. It is the 2025 Evolution Battle Royal.
Quoted by McMahon.
Yep.
Stephanie, not Vince.
Yep. It is 20 women. Only one may stand. And I forget all the orders.
We don't really need to go into the orders because you don't need to know that. If you really wanted to know, you just look it up. It'd be much easier.
Okay, look,
but
I'll tell you this. The person I was looking forward to watching the most in this match got eliminated first.
Paxley, right?
Tatum Paxley Injustice, the T-He has been shut down for the evening.
Yes.
I am upset.
It was like 3 NXT stars that got eliminated instantly by Jax.
Yep.
2, but the third one, we might have a new Kofi Kingston spot person, folks, as
Jordan.
Oh.
Kalani Jordan. My core is not that strong, ma'am.
A handstand from the table. So she walks it up.
Yes,
And,
and then
hooks her
wraps.
feet under the rope to do the core
To-
Batman Lego. You gotta work on your core. Up and back in the ring. Back in the game.
Yep.
Monumental moment.
But
Put her in the Rumble.
we get eliminations from here on out. You know, this person gets eliminated. This person gets eliminated.
Yep.
We
And
get
then-
down to the final 4.
And we have a rep to rep the Legends, a rep to rep NXT, a rep for Raw, and a rep for SmackDown. And who are those reps, Caleb?
Those reps are for the legend. Of course, it's Nikki Bella. For Raw, it is Stephanie Vaquer. For SmackDown, it is Nia Jax. And surprise, surprise, for NXT, it is Lash Legend.
What the F?
Bro,
What a random person. Well, it makes sense because Lash is that type of
They
wrestler.
have-
Like they're super big.
They
and
have
strong.
been subtly pushing Lash
They're
Legend.
putting their chips into Lash Legend, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. From what I've seen in the ring, they were super exuberant with their moves.
Yeah.
They like to throw people around. They're super big. We need more big people.
Yes.
Mhm.
But these four squabble up. They pull out some moves, and surprisingly, the Legend gets eliminated by Nia.
Yep, bye Legends. No time for Legends. This is Evolution for a reason.
And now we
Putting
have a
over
rep from
the
each
newer
brand.
talent.
Top 3.
And the second to last person eliminated, Nia Jax.
I thought she was gonna win because she always wins. She's that player. But I'm not too mad.
No, it took a lot of effort from the last two standing of Stephanie
It
Vecchia.
was like 3
And-
tries, right? They
Yes.
tried putting her over 3 times.
Yes, Lash Legend and Stephanie Vecchia squabble up. They stare off. Then they get tossed both over the top rope onto the apron, and we're like, uh-oh.
Devil's Kiss on the apron. Lash Legend is eliminated, and your winner of the 2025 Evolution Battle Royal,
There's Gordon.
Stephanie Vecchia. And that is a 3-pointer for me and Trevin.
And only a 2-pointer for Gordon.
And, you know, mathematically, there's not a whole lot that Trevin could do at this point. And still, your main roster predictions champion.
You telling me I was
And
in that
Todd-
close? Are you kidding me?
And ties my prediction streak so far.
Me, Caleb.
If
I'm getting that next one. F this.
he retains at SummerSlam, he beats my record.
SummerSlam is our. No, that's Money in the Bank, right?
So-
Which show did we start with?
Money in the Bank,
For predictions, we started with Bad Blood.
Okay. Never mind, y'all.
which is September.
We're coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was around September. But yeah, man. What are we gonna rate this battle royal? 4.5.
4.5. I feel like the quick elimination of 2 NXT stars was like, huh? Like, it soured me. It's like, ain't no way they're going to chuck a bunch of NXT stars out of there right away.
Especially because there wasn't any eliminations for a big chunk after that.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was the point of eliminating 2 people right away?
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4. Mainly because it was good that got rid of these NXT stars. Because you can't push them exactly yet. There's too many people that need to be pushed at the moment. And I think that's okay. But I do wish Tatum actually would have got some actual moves in.
Man,
Because
she's
she's
good.
so good to be getting eliminated too early.
Yeah, like she's too good to be out right away. Legitimately, she was within seconds of the bell ringing out of the match. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
These guys were really excited to see her.
Yes.
They needed to see her. But them seeing her get eliminated right away.
It soured the first couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then Kalani started doing the new Kofi spot, and I'm like, and my attention's back.
Kalani Jordan with that Kobe spot was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting to see that at all this match.
We also saw a very smart thing with Alba Fire doing a suicide dive to save Chelsea from
Through the
being
middle
eliminated.
rope so she doesn't eliminate herself.
We should bring that up. The her service,
Yeah, the
Secret Hervis?
The Secret Hervis.
They did such a good job with trying to get Chelsea going. She was like
Secret
top
M-
6, top 5.
Yeah.
Secret
She was
MVPs, I
almost up
believe.
there. Yeah, Secret
Yeah.
MVPs for real. She could have won it for sure.
Yeah.
And that is only pushing that stable up even more.
But no.
But now we move on to our main event of the evening. It is your Women's World Championship.
There you go.
It is your Women's World Champion Io Sky versus Mommy
Aussie.
Rhea Ripley.
You already know.
I'm spoiling my Starge 5 No, fuck it. 10 breaks the scale.
So this would be my second 5-star, right?
Yes.
Yes, this is the other. I thought I would have 3, but look back on it. This is the number 2 5-star. It is the perfect way to start and to end this spectacular card called Evolution.
You can inject Obafemi and Yoshiki Inumura and Io Sky and Rhea Ripley into my veins from this weekend, and it would just be pure ecstasy. It is just amazing.
For real.
But no, seriously, this is a hoss fight of hoss fights for anything in the woman division.
Once again, to quote good old JR, this is a good old flashing slobber knocker.
By golly.
A knockdown, drag out.
These two, they showed their friendship. They showed their respect. They give each other. They give
Whatever
each
she does
other
is the
their
finger points.
yeah. They give each other their mutual love for each other, and then continue to beat the ever living snot out of each other.
This has been going on ever since NXT, and this
Yes.
remains to be seen that Io Sky is undefeated.
Not even since NXT. It was the Mae Young Classic in 2018 when they matched up. Io beat Rhea then. Io then beat Rhea in 2020 in NXT. Then Io beat Rhea on Raw in March. Then at Mania.
Oh, so they've been going at it for a while now.
They've been going at it for a grip. And yes, Io is undefeated against Rhea Ripley.
That's just how Japan does it.
However, as it looks like Rhea might finally do it, we remember that there was a spot earlier where Rhea dodged a missile drop kick from Io, and Io's target changes to the ref.
And that prolonged the match for another 10 minutes.
Man, fucking 2K glitches. I hate when the
that wasn't a
targeting
glitch.
glitches.
They got the perfect RT dodge.
Rhea hits the Riptide.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
And
Where's the ref?
Rhea realizes that, am I cursed or something? And decides, nah. If the audience wants to see me win, the audience is gonna see me win.
Well, first she does the smart thing, and she hits a razor's edge. And I'm like, yes, keep the damage on. You can stop sleeping now.
Mind you, I'm still the ref.
You can keep putting the damage on because eventually the ref's gonna wake back up. But they start brawling to the audience.
And they brawl, they box. Rhea pushes Io onto the barricade. Big boots her over it. They go all the way to the audience. They go all the way to the stairs. Rhea puts her in like a guillotine on one of the railings, and it looked painful.
Everything looked painful as soon as they went over the barricade.
Yes. Io counters after getting some gas and starts stomping Rhea onto the steps. Ow. But then they squabble all the way to some equipment boxes. And it looks like Rhea's going to go for a powerbomb. Io grabs one of the top boxes, catches herself, kicks Rhea off to the floor. And I'm like, Io.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, Io.
Don't do it.
Hits the motherfucking body splash.
That's after being on the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
She climbed to the very top.
And knowing the dimensions of the boxes, commentary comments, that is 20 feet in the air she just jumped from.
Man,
That is not good.
the people that paid for those tickets got their money's worth.
They ate. These motherfuckers ate.
After that splash, they start squabbling back to the ring. Looks like Rhea's about to hit an avalanche riptide. Io shimmies a little bit, and a Spanish fly hurting both of them. And they are out of gas. Who's gonna win it?
Proceed with caution. Here comes motherfucking Naomi. Heist of the Century. Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.
She officially cashes in, hits Io with the briefcase,
Dumps Rhea out the ring.
split-legged moonsault onto Io for the 1, 2, 3, and new!
Women's World Champion.
I called it.
Naomi.
I called it when we did this prediction things, and y'all called me dumb. I called it. Maybe
Because
not
you
done.
said Naomi has the briefcase to cash in during her match. And we're
Right.
like, that's not how the briefcase
I know,
works.
however, but I knew she was cashing in tonight, so I'm putting it on the table. I'm the GOAT. I deserve this belt. That's what I'm winning next predictions video.
How does this affect SummerSlam Hecka and also who Stephanie faces?
I think this
potentially?
happened because of the
She
Liv Morgan
faces-
injury.
She faces Naomi.
Yeah, if Naomi keeps it at SummerSlam,
Only because Liv Morgan's injured.
I feel like this might have been a pivot because Liv's
Because
injured.
we thought that Becky was going to lose it so she could fill in the role of the world title.
Curveball.
But it was a curveball, which worked in my favor. However, it doesn't count towards any points or anything. But I just like being right about her catching in tonight.
Yeah.
And it happened. And it works perfect. I think it's a really good move.
Yeah, Naomi moves from SmackDown to Raw as she is now Raw's champion.
Freshens up the roster on the Raw side.
The upper division for the women's really needed this.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Liv. We love you.
We miss
Man.
you.
We miss you. Yes, we miss you dearly.
None of us get a point, but yeah, like I said, 10 stars.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 5. Like, no.
So perfect. It
Ru-
was a perfect way to end things.
Stephanie, you hinted at it. Run this back annually.
I agree. Yes, please, McMahon. Stephanie McMahon, you need to run this shit back annually every year because the women division can cook. NXT, SmackDown, Raw. If you want to bring in some other shit like TNA, AAA, bring them here too. That would be phenomenal. There's a lot of great talent that needs to be showcased.
Yeah, and if you really want to do it, I think you can, because you have WWID talent who are independent people on the indies who are fighting for a chance to get WWE contracts. You could throw those people into the Battle Royal. You can throw people from Evolve into the Battle Royal.
It'd be
People from
perfect.
NXT,
TNA.
Raw, SmackDown, TNA, AAA, any people that you have, because just make it such a bigger celebration. I think this needs to happen annually. This, like I said, I think this is show of the year so far.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with nothing so far. I agree. Right now, show of the year could be to the end of the year.
So, rating the show, what is the rating of the show overall?
5 overall.
5.
4.5 because not everything was perfect. Mainly because the injury couldn't be helped, but Liv definitely would have pushed it up for me.
Yeah, but that is it for this episode of Evolution, and that is it for this episode of Disqualified. I have retained, and I am still your main roster predictions champion, tying Trevin for amount of defenses, but not length of reign. This is Gordon hunting my title at SummerSlam.
I want to eat it.
That is your NXT prediction champion.
Now, don't
Trevin.
even say anything.
Hold
Trevin.
up.
I want it. I want it in my mouth now.
He wants to eat the gold.
That is our producer and cameraman, Zach, behind the camera. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. Thank you for your time, and peace.
Bye.